So if you notice, these guys are two different shapes. You have the like concave shape and then the convex shape. So you remember like lenses, right? So concave and then convex is going to be the other way. So there's one of each on the two of each on this. The actual geometry of this is really easy. So I hope not rush through it for you, but I think most people can handle it. This middle one is a diameter 2 circle. And then all they do is they say, look, over 3 inches from the center and up 3/4 of an inch.
A diameter.
Yep, diameter 2, sorry, diameter 2. So from the middle, you're going to go over 3 in each direction, then up 3/4 on the left and down 3/4 on the right. So I'm just going to do that with lines. So once I have this guy, I'm going to go 3 that way, and I'm going to go down 3/4. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Most of you at this point have been entering decimals, right? That's pretty comfortable. But you should also know that you can enter fractions. AutoCAD will accept not only fractions, but also mixed numbers, which we'll talk a little bit about in a second. So for this one, they tell you that it's 3/4 of an inch down. So I can actually type 3 and then the divide sign, which I usually term as slash. Okay.
So
So
3 across, right?
yep, 3 across, yeah. So then I'm going to go 3 divide sign and then 4. Okay, so I'm actually, if you notice that, I'm going 3/4. Now you could, you know, in your head, you could just type in 0.75 and that would be perfectly acceptable. But there are some fractions that you may not recall right off the top of your head. Like if it was 3/16, I'm sure that some of you would be like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Okay, so
0.62.
so you can enter those in as fractions. Okay, it will accept them. So I'm just going to type 3, then like I said, the divide sign 4,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
and the other way I'm going to go 3 over, and then I'm going to go up 3/4. So 3 divide 4. Okay.
How was the other one?
So I should have something that looks kind of like that, I hope. And again, most people can get that. They don't know the fraction part of it because that's something we haven't really talked about, but most people can get that part. Additionally, a lot of people can do the next portion. So when you're doing this, you know that they're both diameter circles. It tells you that the inner ones are, there's 2 of them, 2 occurrences of 3/4. So again, you could enter 3/4 for that guy, and the bottom one 3/4 for that.
are those diameter?
They are, yep. Yep. So 3/4 for those guys. Now this one is where it gets kind of weird. So this is a mixed number, as you remember from 4th grade math, right? So mixed numbers are going to be entered as a 1 minus sign, 1 dash, you'll hear me say that a lot, 1 dash, 1 slash. So 1 minus sign, 1 divide sign, 2. Okay? So in application, it kind of looks like this. I'm going to go, again, they're diameter circles. So diameter here, plot this guy as my center point, and now I'm going to go 1 minus sign, 1 divide sign, 2. So 1 slash, or 1 dash, 1 slash, 2.
Same thing on the other side, right?
Yep, same thing on the other side. So again, you know, you can enter those if you wanted to as decimal, but it does accept those mixed numbers.
It's so much simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah, not bad.
What's the first one you started? Was it the 2 or the 3? The
2.
The center 2? Okay.
Yeah.
No, we can put it in the 3, right? The one that says 3 on the outside. See the 3 out.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's a diameter 2,
Diameter
right?
3. Yeah.
Right. And
So the last thing that we need is this outer circle, this that Curly's just asking about. So I need a diameter 3 concentric with the center. So I'm just going to go diameter 3, and I should get something like that. So from this point, I really don't need these layout lines. So if you're if you're done with them, you can go ahead and delete them.
Oh, wow.
Which leaves you something that's looking like this. So, anybody get stuck there? Great. That's awesome. All right. So the next part of this is, again, a real simple exercise. It's tangent, tangent, radius, circles. But what we have not really experienced yet is the pitfalls of tangent, tangent, radius. So I'm going to just show you this. You're going to want to watch this first.